Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I will be putting all my videos together, the longer length of my videos, like the longer length of the Green Mile and different videos that I have done. So thanks again for watching. Here are the videos. They're just the longer length of the videos so you guys can watch. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on The Green Mile. This movie is starring Tom Hanks as Paul Edgecombe. Also, it's starring Michael Clark Duncan as John Coffin in the movie. And this is one of my favorite movies, so I'm very excited about it. This was like my top 6 favorite movies on my Q&A, so I'm very excited. And it's based off the novel by Stephen King, The Green Mile. It's a fantasy crime, and it also came out December the 6th, 1999. And in the movie, Paul Edgecombe, he's telling the story from the nursing home because he worked as a correctional officer in the movie, and he suffered from a severe urinary tracking infection. As a in his role, John role, he was in prison, and he was accused of the R word. I won't say that on YouTube because I don't think we're not supposed to say the R word. The R word and murder. They accused him of murdering 2 twin girls that was 9 years old, and the R word to go along with it. But his role, he had the ability of touching. He had the ability of touching and healing people, and he could once he touch you, once he lay his hands on you, he's able to heal you, and he's able to see your past, things that you did in your past. But he was healing people all through the movie. He also healed Paul in the movie from what he was suffering from. He healed him. He healed a lot of people throughout the movie. He healed. Like one part of the movie when he was healing someone, he looked his head up and he sent the things that they were suffering from, like he sent it back up to the sky. So his role is really, really deep. And his role is an interpretation of Jesus Christ. He had the ability to heal people, and it's simple. It represents Jesus Christ. And also in the book, The Green Mile, it exposed good versus evil in faith. So that's what basically his role was about. He was like Jesus in the movie. Jesus Christ, John Coffin, it goes together. So it's a very good movie. And also, Paul discovered that, he was an innocent man that was in prison, but they still executed him in the end of the movie. They still did it. So his role was Christ, Jesus Christ, in the movie. John's role was Jesus Christ. And it took place, their filming location was in Tennessee, the state prison, and also in the studios in Georgia Pine Nursing Home is where, Paul was at, and Paul lived to be 108 years old. Like I said, he was telling the story. And also, I would like to go over some things, like a quote from John in the movie, the famous quote, "Please, boss, don't put that thing over my face. Don't put me in the dark." So that was one of his famous role, famous line in the movie. They said that the Green Mile is not based on a true story, but I can believe that it happened, that it is true, that it took place somewhere, especially if you believe in Jesus Christ like I do. I believe it, it may not be like a true story, but I believe that it took place somewhere. If you're a believer in Christ, like I believe in Jesus Christ, I believe that, people get wrongly convicted like every day. People get, so I believe some of the things in the movie, it took place somewhere. And they asked the question, why did they name the movie The Green Mile? And they were saying, like, when they go execute the people to walk them to the electric chair, once they walk them to the electric chair, they said that it was painted green. The floor was painted green. So they mile that they walked to the electric chair, it was painted green. So that's the reason why it was they named it the Green Mile. But yeah, Paul discovered it. This is a picture of him touching Paul's hand to heal him from his disease, and he took that. A lot of people, they don't pay things on mind. But if you're a believer, I could say that if you're a believer of Christ, I could believe that these things took place, that it took place. Think about what I just said. People get wrongly convicted all the time in the justice system, or they get, mistreated, and, all the time. It happens all the time. So, why wouldn't this happen? That's what you gotta look like. Like, why wouldn't this happen before? It may not be based on a true story, but I believe the events, it takes place in everyday life. So, yes. So this is one of my favorite movies. And don't forget to check out the movie. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll be coming back more with more videos. So thanks again. Have a good day. Just want to come back and say this. If you're a believer of Christ Jesus, a lot of times he worked his miracles and wonders and you forget about it. He heal you from things like every day. If you have a personal relationship with him like I do, and you talk to him and you have that relationship with him, then a lot of times we forget. A lot of times we forget that miracles that God, that Jesus did for you. A lot of times you forget. And I know that he's real because of experiment that when I was back, I asked God to show me, if he's real or not. And this experiment, this happened. Every time I would get on my knees and pray, like a presence, I felt like a heavy, like someone was rushing towards me. But I forgot that I asked him to like show me if you're real or not. Show me. And that's how I know in my heart that he's real. And a lot of times we just forget that the miracles and the blessings that he's done for us, a lot of times we forget. Just like I forgot, and it didn't dawn on me till later. Oh, I asked him to show me if he's real or not, and he did. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, my subscribers, that I just wanted to, show this, just to tell you that. So this time, see you later. I just wanted to add that in. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on Angie Stone. It's kind of like a tribute to her. I will be reviewing her music and I picked 10 songs that I will review over. And I cannot talk about Angie Stone without talking about this group. This group, The Sequence, the first female rap group. And also this group, Vertical Hold, that she was a part of. And the reason why I did it like that is because I picked 10 songs from her, and some of the songs are from when she was in the sequence, and also some of the songs are from Vertical Hold, and some other songs that I pick in the top 10 is songs that she wrote and the songs that she did solo by itself. So that's the reason why I picked the clips in of Vertical Hold and also the sequence where she first started off. So just to give some information about Angie Stone, she's American rapper, singer, also songwriter, recording producer, and also actress. And she was part of those groups, the sequence. And I'm going to go ahead, and she played in movies like The Hot Chicks, Fighting Temptations, and the R&B Divas. So I picked 10 songs from Angie Stone, and the first song that I picked was It Seems You're Much Too Busy. The second song that I picked was Love Changes. The third song that I picked was Blue Skies. The fourth song that I picked was More Than a Woman. And also the fifth song that I picked was Brother. The sixth song that I picked was Wish I Didn't Miss You. The seventh song that I picked was Cinderella Balling. The eighth song that I picked was No More Rain in This Cloud. And the ninth song that I picked was Every Day. And the 10th song is Life Story. And those were just songs that I put together for my top 10. And I did that, with the groups, with her in the groups too. If I had to rate the songs, her songs in general, with 5 being the most, I would give it 5 stars. And if you like to support Angie Stone, you could go on Apple Music, you could go on Spotify, you could go on Amazon to collect. If you like to collect things, you can go on there. And if you have like CD players and different things like that. But if you don't collect things, just go to Apple Music and different things. Like I said before, the reason why I like to collect things and buy things is because you get to read information about the artist, you get to see pictures, and I am a visual learner. I said this before, so that's why I always say to support them, you could go on Amazon. It's because I am a visual learner and I like to look at pictures, and I like to read on well, who wrote this or who did this. So that's the reason why I do that. Well, enough about me. I want to talk a little more about Angie Stone. Um, I was hurt when I got the news and heard that she passed away because I was subscribed to her channel, her YouTube channel, and I will always watch her on YouTube. And I grew concerned about her once she said about her, like people trying to kill her, and she don't know what they may do to her. I was scared for her because you hear about this and that about the celebrities, how they work all their lives and then they don't get their money. Well, I hope that she gets her money, and I hope that her family be able to get her money, because I felt a certain way when she was saying that they was trying to kill her. I was worried when she said they was trying to kill her to get, and she don't know what they may do to her on her YouTube channel, and they first attempt on her to take her out. So I was very worried, but I just still pray, and I can understand why other people, like her fans, doing channels, and they're trying to investigate it, or they're trying to do this and do this to keep it alive, because it's something to be concerned about. If someone that you like their music and you really care about them and you really care about their music and you're a fan, and they say something like that on their channel, and then they end up passing, this like a very scary feeling, and then for her to be fighting for that much money, with her money, and then something end up so tragically happened to her. I can understand, why fans and people are doing things just to keep her name kind of out there, trying to, I wish it all the best for her family. And it's very sad to know that, you watching somebody, because I will watch her YouTube channel all the time, just watch it. I really enjoy listening to her, because a lot of things that she said, she did, I mean, I didn't even know that she did, or a lot of things that she worked on. So I like when she would do like exposing little different things. It's not what people thought it was, but I like what she was doing, and talking about different things that she accomplished, different things that she did. But I wish all well for her and her family and her daughter and her son. I wish, them well, that they be able to get the money that she was talking about, because it's very sad to hear, you listening to them. And I was like, I felt some kind of way, about it. I felt very sad about it when she's saying the first attempt of them trying to take her out, and then it happened again, and it's very sad. It's very, very, very sad. And I just continue to wish her family the best, and I just say rest in peace, Angie Stone. I even went to her where she passed at, and I was trying to see how that happened. I mean, I was just trying to figure everything out, but I am a firm believer in Jesus, and I just put it in his hand and continue to go on. But like I said, I still wish her the best. I still wished her family the best, because she's no longer here, but I wish her family the best, and being able to get the money that she was talking about. And that's it. Want you guys to continue, because when you hear about things like this, it's sad, and you wish you could do something to help the person be able to get what they worked so hard for all their life. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on Fatal Attraction. This movie is starring Michael Douglas as Dan, also Glenn Close as Alex. Those were the two main characters, and this is who Dan had an affair with. Her name was Alex, and she's a book editor. But Dan is happily married to Beth in the movie. Okay, so this is a picture. I will call them by their names in the movie. So this is the picture of his wife. His wife is on the right side, and his person that he had an affair with is on the left side to give you, what's going on in the movie. So he goes through all this trouble to be with Alex in the movie. And this is a picture of him and Alex out on date. He go through all this trouble to be with her, but he's supposed to be joyfully married to Beth in the movie, and they have a son together. And Alex is a book editor, and Dan works at a law firm in New York. But he go through all this trouble just to be with her, just to make this affair happen. And then when she wants to cut it off, because he want her to be like a fling on the side where he could just go in and use her body up like he want to. But then Alex is very smart. She wants to cut it off. But when she cuts it off with him, he gets upset. But then she becomes obsessive and stalking him and his wife and his family. In one part of the movie, Alex takes their son from the school, and she takes him on a ride at like a fair or a carnival. She takes the little boy for a ride and scares him to death. But they don't know, well, they was looking for their son. And then another part of the movie, Alex took the son rabbit that he had, and she boiled it on the stove. So she put the family through hell basically for her get back. So at the end, she was just doing all kinds of crazy things. At the end of the movie, he end up having to, him and her end up getting into it really bad, Dan and Alex. But like I said, he went through all this trouble to be with Alex, and it ended up like that. She ended up breaking it off, but then she terrorized his family. And then once in the end, they end up getting into it, and he ended up killing her. So this is a brief summary of the movie Fatal Attraction. So if you like to, you can support this movie different ways. You could buy it off Prime TV. Oh, it's different ways that you can support it. You can go on Amazon to support this movie. It's so many different ways. If you like to collect, because I like to collect things like DVDs and different things like that. If you like to collect it, to watch it, it's so many different ways. But if you like to collect, you can get it off Amazon. Purchase the DVD off Amazon if you still have a DVD, or you can buy it off TV to support it. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Have a good day. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on the movie The Crush. This movie is starring Alex Silverstone. She plays the role as Darian in the movie, and she was a 14-year-old girl. This movie is a thriller drama movie, and the movie came out April the 2nd, 1993. And in the movie, when it first comes on, Nick was looking for a place to stay in the movie, and he ended up, and Darian, she was just so happens to be skating in the movie, and when she was skating, he was driving his car. She pulls out in front of him in her skates, and he just so happens to look over. Once he looked over, because he almost hit her, he looked over and he saw what he was looking for, because he was looking for a place to stay, a quiet place to stay. And he looked over because he almost hit her because she came out in front of him. And he looked over. Once he looked over, he saw the house was for rent, a guest house where she came from, where she was skating, and it just so happens to be Darian's family guest house that they were renting. Her mom was renting out. So the house was beautiful. This is a picture of the house, but it was a house on the side, that the guest house on the side that her mom was renting out for him. So he ended up getting the house, come to the house, and the mom let him got the house, rent the house. She rent the house out to him, the little place, the little room that she was renting out. She let Nick got it, and then in the beginning of the movie, with his relationship with Darian, his relationship with her is, I think he should have been kind of more firm with her as an adult, because she really had this crush on him, this big crush. So he should have been more firm as an adult. But his lady friend named Amy, Nick lady friend, she she saw it from the beginning, and she kind of told him that, he has to be the adult in the situation with Darian. But he kind of didn't listen. So Darian, she just started calling him obsessively. She started calling him nonstop. She didn't she just was obsessed with him, and she just didn't stop what she was doing, just going crazy. And once his girlfriend Amy saw that what was going on, she had told her, she told him to be firm. And then on one part of the movie, that's when Darian didn't like that she was firm as an adult with her, Amy, his girlfriend. So she know about bees. So she stung her with bees because she was looking at something, and she stung her with the bees. She got the bees to go in there where she was at, where Amy was at. And because I think she was at a place for getting her some stuff developed with the pictures, because he was a writer. So she was getting some pictures developed, and she know about bees. They found out that Darian knowed about bees, and she the one that did it. So it ended up to be fatal in the end, because she just went crazy with it. So it was one part, and towards the end, where her daddy, he was taking up for his daughter, because he thought, maybe, because they said she was more advanced for her age anyway, because she was like 14 years old. And he should have been, that's why I say he should have been more firm in the beginning, because he was going to different functions that she was having. Like, she played the piano, he came there. So it kind of probably led her on to believe that she could have a relationship with him. But he should have been more firmer. But he probably didn't really see it like that in the beginning. But he should have been more, been a adult in the situation, like his girlfriend was telling him, Amy. So if I had to rate this movie, I would give this movie 3 stars. You could see this movie on Tubi. It's a really good movie to support it. You could watch it on Tubi. You can watch this for free on Tubi. And you also, if you like to collect, you can also go to Amazon to purchase it, to get it if you like. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Thanks. So on this picture, you have Darian on the left and Amy on the right in the movie when you guys check it out. I just wanted to put this clip in here so you guys can see it. And this is Nick in the middle. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I will be doing a review on the Terminator Part 2 Judgment Day. This movie is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, also starring Leonard Hamilton as Sarah Connor. And this movie, it picks up where it left off. At the end of the Terminator 1, she was pregnant, and however years has passed, and she ended up having the son. So she has the son, and the son is just out there. Okay, so to explain what's going on. So the first Terminator from 1984, it was programmed to kill Sarah Connor, to eliminate her. But this machine now is reprogrammed and is sent back to protect Sarah Connor and her son. So it's a different machine, but it looks alike, but it's different machines. So if people trying to understand, like, why was he, it's two different machines, but it looks alike. To give some facts about this movie, no, the Terminator is not the second coming of Christ. Jesus Christ is here to judge. When he comes back of his second coming, he's here to judge the living dead. And the purpose of the Terminator is to eliminate and target. Whereas the second coming of Christ is to bring salvation. And another fact about this movie, Kylie Reese from the first movie, Reese, that was with her to protect her, he was supposed to make an appearance in this part 2. And the Terminator is the highest gross film in 1991 worldwide. It's the third highest gross film of all time. It won several awards and MTV awards too. And the Terminator symbolized the human condition. So yes, he's back, and he had to explain. He ends up getting a relationship with her son, and he's there to protect him because someone is trying to kill, a machine is trying to kill the son. So he's back. The Terminator is back, and he's there to protect her, protect the son. So he ends up getting a relationship with the son. They build a relationship. And the machine is also trying to kill Sarah Connor, which is in the crazy house now. So the son, he ends up getting information about Sarah Connor from the Terminator, of who his mother is. So they go there, and when they go there, and Sarah Connor look at him like she's trying to protect herself. She's trying to escape from the institution they have her in. And she looked at him like, because she remembered him from the first one. Because they got the same look. same appearance, but it's two different machines, like I explained to you guys. It's two different machines. So she look at him like he's trying to kill her. So, but they end up, the son and the Terminator end up having to explain to her, what's going on, just like Reese did in the first Terminator. So, if I had to rate this movie, I would give this movie 5 stars. It's a very classic movie, and the first one came out in 1984, and this one came out in 1991. In July the 3rd, 1991. This movie had a lot of action in it, just like the first movie had a lot of action in it. So you can go on Amazon to promote, to support this movie. You can go on there. That's a way to support the Terminator. It's all different kind of ways to, you could buy it off Prime TV, or they may have some places where you can watch it for free. But just to support it, you could go and get it off Amazon. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys for watching my videos, to my subscribers. And I also have more things coming. And I'm trying to make sure I've got everything. That's it. Have a good day. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on Dr. Hannibal Lecter. This is a second part to the first movie, The Silence of the Lamb. It has been 10 years, but they're saying it's 7 years since he escaped from prison, where it left off at. This movie is starting Anthony Hopkins as the Hannibal Lecter, also Julianne Moore as Clarice in this movie. Jodie Foster then played Clarice in the second part of Hannibal Lecter. Due to her complex schedule, so she couldn't do it. So it's been about, my counting, since The Silence of the Lamb came out in 1991, and they brought the Hannibal Lecter out in 2001. I calculated 10 years, but they said it's 7 years, so we'll just go by the 7 years they saying, since he broke out of prison, and now he's living in Europe with 6 victims, and their face is kind of disfigured. So he reconnects with Clarice, and he's back to his old tricks of doing things. But rather than hurting her, he see her as a victim, and he cut his own hand off to escape from the handcuffs rather than hurt Clarice. So I'm going to go into some facts about the Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter, he was born in 1933. He is a serial killer. He consumed his victims, and he got the nickname Hannibal the Cannibal. The Hannibal Lecter is based off a real life killer. He has 6 fingers and he has memory place. That means he's able to remember things. He's able to keep things and he's able to store information in his brain. And he's able to like keep up with appearance. And Lecter graduated from Johns Hopkins University. He has 62 direct murders, further than um, more than 13 indicate proximate fatalities. The movie, it came out February the 9th, 2001. So it just pick off where it started. Um, so basically, he's back to his old tricks with playing mind games on Clarice, where he's able to get her off to where he's at, and then it goes back to him cutting the handcuffs because her job still is to capture him, but she don't capture him, so that goes into the other part of the Hannibal Lecter, because they have another part too to this Hannibal. So I will go into that too with another video. I will go more into details about that. But yes, he's just playing mind games with Clarice like he did from the beginning. But he does like Clarice, and he see her as a victim. He see himself that he could have been. He see Clarice as himself too. So he's just back to his old tricks, and it left off as him. He survived, and he didn't kill Clarice. So, but her ultimate goal, because she's an FBI agent, is to capture him. But it doesn't work because he's very, very intelligent. So don't forget, I will stop right here with the Hannibal Lecter because they have some more series to the Hannibal that I will go over. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on the Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. It's a restaurant, and the reason why I went to this restaurant is for my love of Forrest Gump, the movie. They did a restaurant, and it'll be my first time reviewing a couple of meals because I went there like on two occasions. So two occasions I went there. So the first time I went there, I got the Forest Seafood Feast, and it comes with fish and chips and fish and shrimps and coleslaw, fries, and hush puppies. If I had to rate this with 5 being the most, I would give this meal 4 stars. And also my guests, they had got the Jenny Simon Flame Grill, Solomon Grill Shrimp Herb Lobster Butter Sauce with steamed rice and broccoli. But I didn't eat that, so I wouldn't rate it. I'm gonna get it next time when I go. So the second time I went there, recently, I got the Forest Surf and Turf grill ribeye steak, potatoes, broccoli, and shrimps. And if I had to rate this, with 5 being the most, I would give this 5 stars. This is what the restaurant looked like on the outside for you guys to check it out if you like. This is what the inside of the restaurant looked like quotes from the movie and also pictures from the movie, like never give up, the quotes from Forrest Gump. They also have a picture of Bubba in the restaurant too. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited about doing the movie Forrest Gump. The movie is starring Tom Hanks. He plays the role as Forrest Gump in the movie. So he was just telling basically different events about his life in the movie. Forrest Gump, he was telling about how his mom lived in a mansion in Alabama and how she would rent her rooms out in her mansion to travelers that came through, and how he met wonderful people when they came to the house. He was able to meet some of the people that came through. He also told the story about, how he met Jenny, and how Jenny was really nice to him because he had leg braces on when he was a little boy, and he was trying to sit down in the bus, and Jenny was the only one that would let him sit down next to her in the bus. So he was crazy about Jenny, and I think Jenny, she was getting molested by her dad, and they found out about it, and then Jenny was able to move with her grandmama, move in with her grandmother. And Forrest was saying that how he liked that because she was closer to where he stayed at, because his grandma lived kind of closer to where, so he was happy, that happened. But he also told how he went to the play football because he could run real fast, and he also met the president of the United States, and then he also joined the army, and that's when he met Bubba. And Bubba was telling him about the shrimping business, about how he wanted to go into the shrimping business. He met Bubba, and he also met Lieutenant Dan in the movie when he was in the army. So Lieutenant Dan ended up getting shot in the movie, and also Bubba ended up getting killed in the movie. So that made him go into the shrimping business and open it up, and he ended up giving Bubba mother a check in the movie because he wanted to, keep his word. Because I guess he talked to Bubba, and Bubba kind of inspired him to want to open up a shrimping business. I guess he wanted to do it for Bubba because Bubba had passed away. So it tells how he, kind of followed Jenny through her when he was in the army. She ended up being in the Playboy magazine. And when she was in the Playboy magazine, it just so happens she was doing a show, and they was kind of disrespecting Jenny. And Forrest just went crazy to protect Jenny. And he was actually telling the story to someone sitting on the bench, and then he ended up going to see Jenny, and how he still loved that Jenny and everything. When she got sick, he ended up marrying her at his house. And when Jenny died, he ended up burying her in the yard, and ended up taking care of Little Forrest for her, because she named her son after her. And that's kind of a little quick summary of the movie. And I was planning on doing this movie and doing a review on Forrest Gump in October, but I decided to wait till November to do it. But if I had to, rate this movie, I would give it 5 stars. This movie is like a classic movie. So of course I would give it 5 stars, and you could support it on Amazon, or you could also check your local Walmart and Target, places like that, to support this. Welcome back to my channel, the Sunflower Review Friday channel. Today I'm excited about doing a review on the movie Losing Isaiah. This movie is starring Halle Berry as Kylie and also starring Jessica Lange as Margaret. This movie is a drama. It came out March 17, 1995. To give a summary of this movie, basically this movie was about Kylie, and basically she was on drugs in the movie, so if she wanted to get a high, so she ended up putting her baby into a box. So when she put her baby into this box so she could get high, she came back later looking for the particular box that she put her baby in, and she went crazy when she couldn't find the box because she knew that she put her baby into the box. So she went crazy, so she ended up going to the store, and when she went to the store, she started stealing, and that's how she got caught and went to jail. Meanwhile, the baby was in the box. The trash man got the baby, and he put the box into the thing, and they was getting ready to crush it until he saw it was a baby in there, and then he told them to stop. So that's how her baby Isaiah, he got into the system like that because of the trash mans. They got the baby, and then they put the baby was kind of like in the system from there. Meanwhile, while she was in jail, that's when she got into programs, Kylie, to be able to help her. And then she was having like a breakdown while she was in the program when she had to read this story, and this like caseworker was helping her, and the little story was, talking about like someone, about her situation. And then she broke down and she told the caseworker that her baby was dead. She told her what happened, and then the caseworker ended up doing research on her, and she found out that the baby wasn't dead, and that Margaret is a social worker that had been watching the baby, and she really liked Isaiah, so she decided to adopt Isaiah. She already had like a daughter. Her daughter was 12, and then she had, her husband, Charles. They had to come to a decision to adopt Isaiah because he really didn't, her husband really didn't want to adopt the child because he said it comes along with problems especially when they was on drugs, because she was on drugs, and it's like a crack baby, especially when it's a crack baby. So but they came to the decision to go ahead on and adopt him. But meanwhile, Kylie thought her baby was dead. She found out that it wasn't dead. So she ended up, she got herself together and everything. The caseworker let her know. And then she had been like going through like files to, kind of stalking the family, because she didn't know that her baby was alive. She thought it was dead. So she went to court, and when she went to court and everything, that's when she had to get a lawyer, which was Samuel Jackson in the movie, played her lawyer in the movie, and they end up going into her favor to be able to get Isaiah back. But he had like a lot of problems. It came along with a lot of problems. So in the end, she was granted him to get her son because she had a good lawyer. But she ended up, Isaiah was difficult for her because he was getting used to the other lady. So the lady had cried Margaret because, she went through all that trouble to get Isaiah. So anyway, she was having problems with Isaiah, and then she ended up asking the lady to help her to be able to, because she said they're going to think I'm crazy, but because she was granted her son because she didn't know, that they took her son. But she asked the lady to help her with him. So asked Margaret to help her, get everything together so they can work together with raising him, which I feel like is a good idea, since the baby her son was used to that family because they took him in, and then for a different environment. So when she acts in the end, they working together like uh, two parents. They working together to get everything done with Isaiah. So it was a good movie. If I had to rate this movie, I would give this movie like 3 stars. Really good movie. I enjoyed the movie. Um, it's different places that you could support this movie. You could try Prime TV to support. You can always go on Amazon. Always check Amazon if you like to collect and maybe like have like if you have like a if you like to collect stuff, you can go on Amazon. But you could try Prime TV, put it in and see if they have Losing Isaiah. And from my understanding, it's a book to this too, but it's just got different character names. But it's a book on Losing Isaiah. It's not a true story, but this could have happened. It happened before. I put it like that. It happened before, but um, they saying it's not a true story. But we know the events are true. Um, Thanks again. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.